Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Carlos and this is the Galaxy S6 Edge. A weird concept that Samsung had to make the phone screen edges curve. Yeah, so pretty weird concept. Anyways, huge shout out to AT&T for sending me this device out for review. So let's go ahead and get started. So the build material of this new Samsung device is completely different from any previous gen. It feels like a super ultra premium device. That's because it's made out of a glass bag, almost similar to the iPhone 5 design. Not to mention, it did take a few design features from the iPhone 6 too. You can probably confuse this with the iPhone 6 from a distance. Either way, what stands out are those curved edges. It's a one-of-a-kind phone and it takes quite some time getting adjusted to this phone. However, because of the design, it's quite slippery. So make sure you get a case for it or a skin. Not to mention, it's a fingerprint magnet too. This phone gets really dirty with your skin oil. Now having those edges curved should come in handy, right? Well, there is a bit of software that takes place to take advantage of that edge screen. So there are 4 options where you could use the edge screen. So one of them is you can have edge lighting where it flashes a certain color when someone is calling you or you get a notification. But the phone has to be laying down on the screen in order for this to work. Another is people and apps edge. So here you can add a couple of your favorite apps or people that you like to call, and it's always available for you on the quickness to access this. Just swipe from the right upper edge of the screen to access that small unique feature. You can also make it appear on the left hand side of the screen if that's your preference. And last is a night clock, which I pretty much use all the time just to glance at the time in the middle of the night. And there is also an information stream where you can set it up to show you the latest trends on Twitter, Yahoo News, the weather, and other important stuff. It's pretty useful actually. It also saves you that battery life from not turning on that bright display in the night. Speaking of that bright display, the Edge is packing a 5.1 inch AMOLED display with a 2560 by 1440p resolution, bringing about 577 ppi. Now that's a lot of pixels. The screen is very bright and vivid. The colors really pop on the display, a tad bit oversaturated as every other AMOLED display out there, but I really dig this look. Text is really sharp, really crispy, and images look really good with lots of detail to them. So talking about specs, the S6 Edge is rocking a octa-core pretty much, a quad-core Cortex A53 and an A57 CPU, 3GB of RAM, Android 5.1.1 Lollipop, and a non-removable 2600 mAh battery. Now, before I get ahead with this review, let me tell you about the battery life. It sucks. I practically killed the phone 2 times a day. I need to charge it throughout my day or else it would die. I was getting around 6 to 7 hours. Compared to the Nexus 6 that I was getting around 12 and up hours. I know it's a bigger phone, but software must come into play, right? So TouchWish is the skin on this phone, a customized Android version made by Samsung, and it's pretty minimal. It's not bloated that much no more, and it runs really fast, wicked fast. Close to a stock version of Android, and that is very scary. I didn't experience no lag on the device. Apps open up really quickly, multitasking is fast too, and even the multi-window is a really nice feature that doesn't lag. I can surf the YouTubes and interwebs at the same time. Trust me, I'm shocked on how fast TouchWish runs on this device. Samsung is really nailing it in the software department, except battery life. However, there is still a bunch of bloated software apps that come with the Edge. Good thing Android Lollipop lets you disable those apps so they won't hog up your RAM or run in the background. Now another selling point on the Edge 6 is that it finally comes with a fingerprint reader, so you can easily unlock your phone using your finger. It works quite well. Sometimes on the first try it doesn't detect my fingerprint, but on the second time it knows it pretty much all the time. Now one thing that I do really hate is this.
Away from the microphone itself that's on top of the GH4, which looks absolutely phenomenal. The Rode did a great job designing that microphone and it looks fantastic. Alright, so now I've set it to -6 decibels.
Yeah, as you can see, you can easily cover up the speaker grill when using the phone in landscape mode, and it's a really bad thing because you pretty much cover up the whole audio source coming out of the device. I mean, the speaker's plenty loud, but not if you end up covering that up. So it's time for the main feature of the phone, the 16 megapixel camera. There's just one word for it. Wow, it's really impressive. That's actually 2 words, but what the heck. The camera is really good. Samsung has outdone themselves in this department. The processing on the images is really good. I can safely say this camera is better than the iPhone 6. Don't kill me, fanboys. Daylight and low light shots look really nice, really excellent. The camera app launches really fast too. Plus, you can double tap on the home button to open up the camera. A nice little shortcut. But damn, that camera left a huge smile on my face. Now, I love the size of the Samsung device, but it's still awkward using that curved edge screen. I find myself sometimes hitting the side on the screen when I'm using the phone, and depending on the app I'm using, it goes back to the other page. Like on Chrome, if I'm on a website and head over to another website and I accidentally hit the screen on the left hand side, it goes back to the previous website. And also viewing images or watching videos on YouTube in full screen, the images curve to the screen, a look that I kind of don't like. I think I'll be happier with the regular S6 than the Edge. Anyways guys, this pretty much does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to smack that like button if you did, and subscribe for more future videos like these. And again, super huge shout out to AT&T for sending out the Galaxy S6 for review. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and make sure to also follow me on Twitter at MobileCarlos and also Snapchat at MobileCarlos. I recently started posting a lot more Snapchats on Snapchat, well, on my story. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya. Oh man, the sun is starting to go away. I better hurry up, and it's pretty cold outside. I shouldn't be outside filming. I shouldn't. It's pretty cold. It's too cold. Yeah, I'm going back inside.